Hello and welcome. Hello, Dragons, and welcome to our Clayzii World. As you may have guessed, clay plays a very big part in our product. After a lot of discussion and creative thinking, our group picked this name as clay is the theme running through our product, and we wanted our customers to know this.
Our school has been very lucky to have worked with the Clay Studio in Merkinch for a couple of years. The Clay Studio is part of a local community project that provides opportunities for local people and is a very valuable resource which the community couldn't do without. Previous groups have made a range of clay goods and sold them to staff. We have looked at what had previously sold for past groups: pendants, candle holders, plant pots and plant makers, and decided that this would be a good start. But with Christmas coming up, we could extend our range to Christmas decorations and gifts aimed at the Christmas market. Making things using clay is a long process. An item cannot be produced in one day due to the steps involved: shaping the product, firing, glazing and firing again. If we have enough to go into the kiln, an item can be made in 2 weeks. There's also scope for things to explode in the kiln or get damaged. In the studio, accidents do happen. This means we need to be organised, so we normally work on a conveyor belt production system, even down to people being responsible for certain colours of paint. This has worked well by having a week of making, glazing and finishing touches. Means we could get so much more made to go into the kiln for the initial firing, rather than having lots of things at different stages. Our selling strategy is to have low, medium and higher priced items, ranging from individual hanging decorations to potted bulbs in a handmade ceramic bowl. We anticipate our products will appeal to passing trade at the Christmas market, and having items with different values will hopefully give our sales team the opportunity to hook people in with smaller priced items and then interest them in big value items. Our main selling opportunity will be the Young Enterprise Christmas markets and in school to staff and at parents' evening. We are still in discussion about using social media as a way of selling. Our school last year had a lot of success selling from Facebook, and this year with PayPal the process could be much easier. Facebook would be a good way to gather our following and create interest, so people are looking out for us at the Christmas market. We might think about offers if we get a certain number of discount codes if Facebook is mentioned at the Christmas market. Our main costs are paint, clay and planted bulbs. We are hoping for a cash input of £100 to help the purchase costs of these. With the help of our business advisor, who is also our ceramics tutor, we have costed the Christmas decorations at 30p each. Clay, paint, electricity to heat the kiln and thread. We are currently conducting a survey in school to see what people would be willing to pay and if gift wrapping would increase the price. Our selling points are our items are bespoke and handmade locally. No two items are exactly the same. We are hoping that some form of gift wrapping will also make our items stand out out from other ceramic products. Christmas decorations are often plastic and mass-produced. Our products are sustainable and unique.
Thank you for your time. We hope we have tapped into your Christmas spirit of goodwill and will support us in our enterprise. Is there any questions?
Well, I think as you said, your unique selling points are sort of handmade and locally made, and no two items the same. One of the things that you were chatting about using codes on Facebook, retail codes, discount codes, it came to me after you said it. I think one of the things that people do quite a lot in shops is once you've bought the item, they then give you a code for subsequent items, so that might actually help. So you have discount codes on your Facebook, indeed your website, for people coming in, whether it's 10 or 15%. And then if they've actually bought the item at the Christmas market, to have another code to buy more of the items. Now, just on the items themselves, I see some snowmen and stuff and some boots. What have you actually done so far apart from those?
We've also made Christmas trees. We've also got like a huge elf head we've made. Snowmen, just sort of stuff like that. But we're thinking we could also make fridge magnets. And since it's for Christmas, we're thinking we could also do other decorations for different seasons. So like Halloween's already passed, but we're thinking we could have did one for Halloween or Valentine's Day, or maybe stuff for people's birthdays.
Okay, some good ideas here. And so you said you did a bit of market research to see what people were prepared to pay for them. Your cost is 30 pence, is that correct?
Yeah.
Or roughly 30 pence. What were people prepared to pay for each unit?
Well, we're still doing a survey on all of our products, so we're still thinking about how much, what people would be willing to pay. So we're still doing our survey, so we're not quite sure at this point.
Okay, it's probably like a pack of 3 or something, or I don't know, £2 or whatever. Yeah.
And we're also thinking of doing a pick and mix. So we'll have maybe a pack. It could be in a box, and there'll be Christmas trees, a snowman, an angel. Different people can pick what they want.
This is great. I'm just getting the feel of it now. It feels very, very nice. Well done. It's excellent, actually.
Yeah, I think they're really lovely. I would decorate them both sides, because you know what always happens with things in a Christmas tree, no matter what way you hang it on, the decoration always turns around the other way. So if you could decorate them on both sides, I think that'd be great. My advice to you on these is to go for high volume, low margin. So try and sell lots and don't be greedy on the margin. Because the way you will really do this is that people will come in, the difference between charging someone 50p and £1 for these will be massive in terms of the number of sales you will get. And then people think, oh, that's a bargain, or I'll just get someone one for so-and-so as well. Then you'll potentially double your sales. But I think if you can bring the same quality as you have here to the other products in your range, I can imagine that something like, I really like the idea of your bulbs. Be really careful when you're doing those pots to put the bulbs in, that you make it clear whether or not they are permeable for water, so that you don't end up with kind of mushy ceramic. So make sure the sealing on them is really good. But you could probably get some quite high margin items there by packaging up cheap compost, bulbs bought in bulk, and a nice bit of ceramic. The other thing I want to say is I think you've explained your thought process really well, and you've spoken extremely clearly, so well done.
You mentioned the issue of firing the clay, and I wonder whether you've ever thought about using air-dried clay instead. There's a product called DAS, which would just allow you to roll it out, cut out shapes, let them dry, and then paint them, which would save time and I think the breakage.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We were just working in the clay studio. That's where we learned how to make all our stuff. So we were just working with our tutor Vicky, and we're just using her kiln, but we'll take that on board.
I would just reiterate Lisa's point of you need to be making sort of hundreds of these a day and finding a way that you can do that. Your production line that you talked about, it's really focusing on that and thinking, is there any way we can make this more efficient? And yes, they are, each one's bespoke, but that takes time. And having ones like little, you have some that are cookie cutter ones, and if that allows you to do it for 50p, that's what you can go for. But it's great, it's a high quality product, and if you get it at the right price, it will definitely sell.